Alright, welcome back. If you guys remember last video, which you should, if you don't remember, go watch it. I made a canister Damascus chainsaw chain, a little skinning knife. And this is, I also made this when I was making that canister. This is the same thing, chainsaw chain, but it's about twice the size. We're going to try to use this one also. We're going to try to forge this down and make a knife out of it. Don't know what kind of knife I'm going to make. I'll find out when I get the knife going. But we're going to just start forging. Stay along. Alright, in it goes. Alright, now we're going to take the can off of the billet. So we're gonna go at the top. Now that we got it out of the can, it's time to start forging it down. I'm just going to forge it and then I'll figure out what I want to do and what kind of knife I want to make later on. So it's very hard to see, but there we go. That is the pattern so far, and obviously this is what it's going to look like at the end because we get smashed down more. But I hope you guys can see a little bit. But you can actually see where the chain was a little bit. Yeah, and I etched it for like 30 seconds. So, yeah. All right, let's keep forging. Okay, so one part did well. This part right here, it was not going to hold together. I tried, and so we just lost, you know, an inch of the blade or of the bar. So we're just gonna keep forging. Alright, it is time to straighten the knife because I'm done forging it. Alright, because I'm done forging it. So, we're gonna... So, we're gonna put it in the vise and straighten it. Okay, next morning, we're gonna start sanding. Okay, here we are with the big one. Got it sanded down to what I want. Now it is time to work on the itty bitty knife. Now it's time to grind it in the edge geometry or the bevels onto these knives. Alright, this one is ready for quench. There we go. Alright, it is time to quench the knives. We got them both with the edges on them, or the bevels on them. So now it's time to heat them up and quench them in motor oil. We're going to do one thermocycle first on both knives. So, let's get going. Alright, I'm gonna let these cool down and I will see you guys when I quench. Alright, it is time to quench the knives. Let's do it. Alright, time to start sanding them. You know one. Okay, here we go. Got mini knife here. Got big knife right here. Alright, it is time to temper these. I'm going to put them in the oven for about an hour and a half at 400 degrees, non-preheated. So, I will go do that and I will see you guys in an hour and a half. Okay, now that they're out of the temper, the knives, they're out of the temper, it is time to clean them up, and then we can start hand sanding. Okay, now it's time to hand sand them. We're going to hand sand them from 180, I think is what I have, all the way up to 400 grit. We're going to do both of them. We're going to start with the big one, and we're going to work with that one first. And, so yeah.
Thumb. My poor thumb.
Okay. Finish the other one. Time for the little one. Okay, time to acid etch the knives in ferric chloride acid. Yay. Okay, we're gonna do it 5 minutes each. Every time I take it out, hand sanding, we're gonna go to 800 actually. I'm gonna do it twice because I don't have 600 grit sandpaper. We're gonna do 800 after 5 minutes and then another 5 minutes, 1000 grit. That's it. Let's start. Okay, 5 minutes, and I'll hand sand this one at 800 degrees. 800 grit sandpaper. All right. You can actually see the links. That is just insanely cool. All right, so I'm gonna put this one back in for 5 minutes, and I'll get you guys in a couple minutes when I start working on a little knife. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put this back in. I will get you guys when I do the big knife. All right, let's do the little knife, then I'll show you guys both of them. All right, so that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. Comment what you want to see next. I'll see you guys next week.